Hello guys, my name is Abhijit and in this video we are going to discuss about the basic of graph. Now, a graph is a non-linear data structure which is basically a collection of the vertices, which is also called as a nodes, and the edges that connect those vertices. Now if we consider an example of a graph, now in the given example, the A, B, C, D and E, these are denotes the node of the graph, and the link that connect the node are called as the edges. So for the given example, if we consider the node and the edges, the node are the A, B, C, D and E, that is the set of all the nodes, and the edges are, that is the edge AB which connects the two node A and B, then edge BC which connects the two node B and C, and so on. So in the given example there are 5 different nodes, that is A, B, C, D and E, and the edges are AB, BC, AD, BD, DE and CE. There are 6 edges exist in the particular example. Now why we use a graph? We most of the cases use the graph for the family tree, in which the member node have the edges from the parent to each of their children. Also we can use the graph for the transportation network. Now in transportation network, each node represent either the airport or the cities, and the edges that connect those nodes represents the cost involved when a particular user want to travel from one city to the another city. Now the graph can be either a directed graph or the undirected graph. In a undirected graph, the edges does not have a direction associated with them. For example, if we consider the given graph, so V1 and V2, these two nodes are connected with a undirected edge. The undirected edge, it means that the user can travel from V1 to V2. At the same time, he can also travel from V2 to V1. In the same way, user can travel from V2 to V3 and vice versa, and same for the node V1 and V3 also. So in undirected graph, we can say that the communication is bidirectional, means user can travel in a forward as well as in a backward direction. Now in a directed graph, the edges form an order pair. It means if we consider the given example, now there is a path from V1 to V2, but we cannot traverse from V2 to V1 directly, as there is no directed edge exists between the V2 to V1. In order to traverse from V2 to V1, we have to move from V2 to V3 and then V3 to V1. That is, we can say that in directed graph, the edge between the two particular vertices is a single directional. Single directional, it means that we can traverse from V1 to V2, but it is not necessary that we can traverse from V2 to V1, as there exists a edge from V1 to V2, but the V2 to V1 edge does not exist. Though now we are considering the basic terminologies that are associated with a graph. The first one is the adjacent node or the neighbor. The two nodes, that is the A and the B, are said to be adjacent of each other if there exists a direct path between the two nodes. I am repeating, if there exists a direct path, means there is no intermediate node that is present between the particular two nodes. If A and B are connected directly, then we can say that they are the adjacent nodes. The degree of a node. The degree of a node, it means that for a particular node, the number of edges that the node have is called as the degree of a node. If we consider the example here, for node A, there are 3 edges associated with node A. That's why it has a degree of 3. For node B, there is no edge associated with node B. That's why it has a degree of 0. A regular graph. A graph, it is a graph where each vertex has the same number of neighbors. For example, if we consider the given example, so in this graph, node A has two vertices, two neighbors, that is node B and node D. In the same way, F has also two vertices, that is the E and the G. If we consider any node in the graph, for example, if we consider H also has two nodes, that is G and E associated with E. A regular graph with a vertex of degree k is called as a k regular graph or a regular graph of degree k. It means that, for example, if we consider this diagram, this first scenario, in that case the degree of node A is 2. If we consider node B, it is having a degree 2. If we consider a node D, it is having a degree 2. means all the nodes are having the degree 2. Similarly, in this diagram also all the nodes are having the degree 2. So we can say that these two graphs are two regular graph. Two regular graph means k regular graph, where k denotes the degree. Here the degree is 2, that's why we can call it as a two regular graph. Now the path, a path can be written as P is equals to V0, V1, V2 and so on Vn, where V0 and Vn are the set of all the vertices that are present in a graph, is defined as a sequence of n plus 1 nodes. Means the path can be either a closed path or a simple path. A closed path is a path if the edges has the same points, same endpoints, and simple path is a path if all the nodes in the path are distinct, with an exception that the V0, that is the starting edge, might be equal to the Vn, that is the ending vertex. The V0 may be equal to a Vn. A cycle, a path in which a first and a last vertices are same, are called as a cycle. For example, if we consider the given diagram, in the given diagram, if we consider the A as a starting node, then we can come from A to D, D to C, C to B and B to A. It means the first and the last vertices are same, that's why the given graph forms a cycle. Connected graph. A graph is said to be connected if for any two vertices there exists a path from U and V. If we consider the example of a connected graph, now here the A, B, C, D, this is a one graph, and E, F, G, H, this is another graph. But there exists a edge that connects the two different graphs, that is ABCD and EFGH. There exists a edge between the node D and F that connects two different graphs, that's why it is called as a connected graph. A complete graph. A graph is said to be a complete if all of its nodes are fully connected. Fully connected means that there exists a path from the one node to the every node present in a graph. If we consider a scenario, in that case, if we consider a particular node F, for node F there exists a path from node F to every other node present in the graph. Like F, there exists a path from node F to E, there exists a path from node F to H, also there exists a path from node F to G. In the same way, if we consider H, there exists a path from F to H to E, H to F and H to G. For all the other nodes, the same scenario is present. So the complete graph is a graph where there exists a path from one node to the every other node in the graph. A labeled graph or a weighted graph. A graph is said to be a labeled if every edges in the graph is assigned some data. Now if we consider a given graph, in that case, for the edge from node 4 to 5 we associated a cost of 1, then here we associated a cost of 4, 5. It means if a cost is associated with the edge or the cost is assigned to a particular edge, then we can say that graph as a label graph or a weighted graph. The weight can be either a positive one or a negative one. Now we in this particular scenario we specifically speak about a directed graph terminology. Here I consider a given example, and from that example we are going to consider the directed graph terminology. The first, that is the out degree of a node. The out degree of a node, it means that the number of edges that move away from the particular node. That move away means that goes in outward direction from that node. For example, if we consider the node C, now for node C, the edge, that is the C to D, are moving outward direction. That is, the arrow is moving away from the node C. That's why we can consider it in a outward degree. If we consider from B to C, it coming in inward. That's why we are not going to consider it. Similarly, from A to C, it coming inward. That's why we are not going to consider it. For out degree of a node, we have to consider only those edges that are moving away, that are directed away from the given node. That's why the out degree of our node, that is node C, is equals to 1. Now in degree. In degree of a node is opposite to the out degree. In degree means the number of edges that are coming to a node towards the node is called as the in degree of a node. If we consider the node C, so there are two edges that are coming to the node C. That is one from node A and second one from node B. That's why the in degree of node C is 2. The next is a degree. The degree of a node C. Now we have already calculated the out degree of a node C, that is out degree of node C is 1. We also calculated the in degree of node C, the in degree of node C is 2. Now the overall degree of a node is the addition of in degree plus the out degree. So the overall degree of the node C is given by 2, that is the in degree of node C, and 1, that is the out degree of node C. 2 plus 1, that is equals to 3. It means there are total 3 edges that are associated with our given node C. The isolated vertex. The isolated vertex is such a vertex having degree is equals to 0. If we consider our example, in our example, a node G is a node which does not have any inwards or any outward edges. It means that it has a degree of 0. So for our given graph, the G is the isolated vertex. Now the pendant vertex. A pendant vertex is a vertex which may be say as it has a leaf vertex. Leaf vertex means it has a degree of 1. If we consider the overall scenario, so there is only a single vertex, that is vertex F, which has a degree 1. So the F is now the pendant vertex for our given graph. So the cut vertex. The cut vertex is a vertex which when we remove from the graph, it disconnects the graph. For example, if we remove the node D from our graph, now it disconnects a graph. So for this scenario, the cut vertex is node D. The source. A source node is a node which having 0 in degree and positive out degree. I am saying here positive out degree means here the degree out degree can be 1, 2, 3 and so on. But just remember, for a source node, the in degree of the particular node must be equal to 0. So if we consider the given graph, for node A, the in degree is 0 and out degree is 2. So in degree is 0, that's why node A is considered to be as a source vertex. Similarly, a sink. A sink is a node, a sink node is a node which is having a 0 out degree, which can have a multiple in degree but must have a 0 out degree. So for a given graph, the node F is having a 0 out degree, so we can say that node F is a sink vertex. Now next point is a reachability. Reachability means for example, two nodes are said to be reachable when there exists a path from one node to the another node. For example, we can say that node A to node F are reachable. Why node A to node F are reachable? Because there exists a path from node A to node F. That is, we can travel from A to B, then B to D, D to E and E to F. Or we can travel from another different path, that is A to C, C to D, D to E and E to F. Means there exists a path from A to F. That's why we can say that node F and node A are reachable one. Now consider a second scenario. For example, I want to start with node A and the destination node is node G. Now there is no path that exists between the node A and node G. So we can say that node A and node G are not reachable because there exists no path from node A to node G. Thank you guys. Please like, subscribe and share this video.